Hello and welcome. This is Chris-Anne. I'm coming at you from Elemental Energies with Chris-Anne. We are going to be doing the weekly psychic predictions for the week of May 11th through May 18th of 2025. And we are going to be doing an unboxing and deck review of Personal Predictions Oracle. Now, I've been very excited about this deck. My mom purchased this deck for me. She wanted one for me. She wanted one for her. And so, unbeknownst to me, it was from Australia. So, okay, I went ahead. I purchased it. In all honesty, this deck was $69.96. It is one that I believe she printed herself. This is by Trish James. And it's Personal Predictions Oracle. Now, I have seen this before. There are 80 cards in this. So, I understand the price if she's printing it herself and there's 80 cards in it. I get it. I fully get it. It looks like a bit of a sticker shock, $69.96. I'll give you that. It looks like sticker shock. And then, because I'm in the US and she's in Australia, shipping was $35. But I have to tell you, it arrived within 3 weeks. I'm shocked it got here within 3 weeks. I fully expected a little bit longer. So, no, turnaround was very quick. I am very happy with that. Let's get into the deck. Need to take another drink. Hold on. Okay. Here we go. Let's crack into this one. I've been very excited to get my hands on this deck because it truly looks wonderful. So I just went, and here's her information. Let me give you that. So this came with everything. If you have a channel, let me know. I will be. But it's TrishJamesOracles.com. Yeah, I hope you can see that. But it's TrishJamesOracles.com. So that's her. Check her out. And I will be letting her know that I have a page. Okay. So, nice box. Oh, everything's wrapped inside too. So let me read you what it says. Introducing the Personal Predictions Oracle, a luxurious collection of 80 high-quality oracle cards elegantly adorned with stunning gold edge, which you know is not my favorite, designed to provide profound insights and accurate predictions. This deck helps you to navigate life's upcoming events with clarity and confidence. Each card features exquisite artwork and superior craftsmanship, making it not only a powerful divination tool, but also a beautiful addition to your collection. Unveil the mysteries of your future and enrich your intuitive journey with the Personal Predictions Oracle, your guide to what lies ahead. Okay, so like I needed another deck, like a hole in the head. I mean, I've well over 550 now in my collection. But every once in a while, I see something that really strikes my fancy. Now, I'm in the process of getting my own deck printed. I still felt like I needed this. Now, here's why I hate the gold on the edge. Some people think it looks beautiful. Watch this. It's going to get all over your fingers. It's going to get all over your fingers, and then you're going to wipe your finger. See, I don't know if you can see it. There's like thin mica, fine mica. And then after a while, it comes off. I've shown decks that after a while, it comes off like 10 years later, and it looks, I mean, I know people think it looks beautiful. Think what you want. I'm just telling you, don't wipe your cards. See? Can you see it? It's all over me. That is my only negative. Please stop doing this to cards. There's fine mica. Ugh. Other than that, these are really nice cards. They're nice and slippy. Sometimes when you have that gold stuff, you have to peel the cards apart. I'm not. These are nice, I have to say. I have a feeling that is going to be my only negative. I do have negatives and positives with everything. That's life. Let's go through these because I'm super excited. They're a nice weight card. Let's look at the back. That's beautiful. I love it. So it's the exact same picture as the cover art for the deck. So let's see. This one is New Beginnings. Here, let's move these so we're not visually distracted. Transform, grow. I love the artwork in these. Unexpected surprises. Challenges ahead. Abundance, prosperity. So we're going to be using this deck to do the weekly prediction, just if I didn't make that clear. Healing, recovery. Love and connection. I like that one. Ooh, creative inspiration. Renewed passion. Career advance. Adventure, travel. Time to reflect. This is cute. Luck is on your side. I mean, I like the message and I like the card. Breakthrough progress. You need balance. Success and celebrate. Expect miracles. Fixing the problem. Not as expected. Big news. Lack of motivation. Tensions escalate. Discontent and loss. Affected by external. Support system. End to the battle. Vehicle transport. Home, family. Unexpected expense. Comfort zone. Be brave. Deal with it. Just making sure I only have one card. I do. Ooh, I love that one. Changes coming. These are pretty. They're all very vintagey in tone and color. There's a lot of sort of gold tones within the card. So, of course, it does match with the edge of the card. Reward for effort. Rest and relax. And there's 80 cards here, too. Oh, that's cute. Treat yourself. Oh, caring for others. I love that one. Truth revealed. Friendship, company. Brain fog, confusion. Completing a cycle. Oh, making progress. Whoops. Back over here. Boundaries, challenged. Blackout, chaos. Boredom, inactivity. Emotional overwhelm. Reach out, help needed. Take a leap, take action. Hurt feelings. A change in perspective, like that one. Happiness, high vibe. Changing direction. Beautify, glow up. Vitality boost. Proceed carefully. Innovative idea. I like that one. Patience, delays. Oh, that's cute. Improved situation. Get the little rainbow. I like that one. Strength is needed. Slow pace. The fast way. Be open to receive. Overworked, unappreciated. Oh, it is all bees. Oh, that's cute. I get it. Avoid or keep to yourself. I like that card too. Protect your energy. Goes in your favor. That's cool. Consequence, bad choice. Lost sleep, fatigue. Relief, answers. A choice will be made. Calm, peace, clear mind. Increased intuition. Oh, I love that one. That one's cool. Social connection. Oh, she's holding her phone. Burdens and responsibility. Prepare and organize. Stay the same, status quo. Mental struggle. Release and let go. See both sides. That's kind of cool. Reconnect and relive the past. She has an old phone. Like phone I had not too long ago. Ooh, thought and strategy. Okay. I like this deck. I knew I liked it anyways. That's why I bought it / my mom bought it. My mom bought it for us. We both agreed that we really like this deck. So Personal Projections Oracle. So I am not sponsored. This is my honest opinion. I'd love to be sponsored, but I am not sponsored. So I really like this deck. My only negative is the gold. But once again, I like to have positives and negatives with no matter what it is that I do. I like to clear my cards. Now, you might have noticed there is no deck. There is no pamphlet. There is none of that with this deck. I have said for years to all my reading students, you do not need a book for a deck or a pamphlet for a deck if it's an oracle deck. Make the deck your own. When there is information that is written on the cards, you don't need a book to tell you what that sentence means, what that thought means. As a psychic, when you are doing a reading, you can see what the other cards are in the area. You can use your intuition for what's coming in. Maybe you want to add pendulum work. Maybe you want to add some rune work and see what else is the bigger story. Maybe you want to dowse with Elrods. However it works for you. And yes, sometimes I use all of that within a reading. As a psychic, open up. Listen to your intuition. Listen to how you're guided. This deck with this one card, let's just say, fixing the problem, that could mean something different for person A you're reading for as opposed to person B you're reading for. Fixing the problem could be based on maybe the other cards that are around it, or what you are picking up on is the appropriate message to give to your person that you're reading for based on what your guides are coming in and saying to you. So be a little bit more open to being intuitive when you are using any deck, not just this deck, any and all decks. I don't care if you're reading with bones, you're reading with crystals, you're reading with cards, all of it. You need to be open to get the messages that are coming in. So let's clear the cards. I tap it 3 times on my table, or you can tap it 3 times this way, however it works for you. And let's pull some cards. So this is for the week of May 11th through May 18th. And let's see what this week has in store. So yeah, I shuffle, but it doesn't matter how I shuffle because I pull cards from all different places. And you know what? I'm going to pull 3 cards. I'm not pulling 3 cards this week. We're going to pull this to start with. Let's put these guys right there and let's look at the story for this week. So this week, there's some big news that's coming in, but let's look at the other cards. Big news can be positive or negative. So let's look. Take a leap and take some action based on this big news that's coming in. Now, this is exactly what I'm talking about. There is going to be some hurt feelings. So maybe this big news isn't always necessarily going to be positive because we have the card of hurt feelings here. And sometimes When we have hurt feelings, you might think it's a negative, but if we have that making progress card here, it ultimately could be a good thing. So avoid or keep to yourself. Okay. What, in my opinion, does this mean? I'm glad you asked. Yeah. The people in charge in this country are overstepping, and they're going to overstep in a very, very big way. They are going to take a leap, but it is going to really upset a lot of people. That being said, it is going to be making some progress to get them out of power. Okay? Making progress with some of these cards can be for the greater good, even though there's going to be a lot of hurt feelings with what's going on. But when it comes to the greater good, it will be what is coming into play. When it says avoid or keep to yourself, stay out of it, meaning be careful when you go to rallies. Be careful when you go into a lot of these more public spaces. You know, I've been wanting to do a lot of videos on the psychic messages that I'm getting of things that are coming to fruition, whether it be politically, etc., within this world. And my mother just kind of wants me to stay out of the spotlight. Avoid and keep to yourself is exactly what my mother's been telling me. And that's probably the message that I'm going to be giving you right now. Don't make waves. Yes, we do need to stand up for what we think is right. Let's pull a couple more cards here. We do need to stand up for what we think is right, what we believe is right, and we have every right to do that. But that being said, you need to take care of yourself. You need to take care of your family. So there's going to be a lot of mental struggles around what these yahoos are doing. Be careful when it comes to adventure and travel. And I am using the be careful with that one. And utilize, so for me, I would utilize this time for my creative inspiration. This is saying you need to think outside the box. When this creative information is coming to you, you need to not necessarily follow what everybody else is doing. Think outside the box. How does this work for you? How can you turn this around to be better for you, for your family, for your loved ones, etc.? When you're thinking outside the box and you're being a little bit more creative with what it is, you are shaking up the social norms and you're doing things a new way, a different way, your way. And it is okay to step out and be a little bit more creative, because don't forget, we had that card that said avoid and keep to yourself. When you're avoiding and keeping to yourself, that's a better time for you to have a lot of that creative inspiration. Let's pull a couple more. I'm feeling like I need to give these a little bit more of a shuffle, even though I pull from every which way when I pull from cards. Let's look at some of this. So let's look at that creative inspiration and keeping to yourself. Let's use that as for this week. Give us a little bit more advice on what we can do about that. So this is a time to reflect. When we are reflecting, we are typically by ourselves. We are reflecting on what is best for us. Why we think, we create our thoughts and strategize. These are all the things we need to do when we are pulling back. We are not going along with the crowd. We pull back. We need to strategize on what it is we're doing, because it is all going to work out in the end. That's what I want to see. That's where I want to see it. When I do 3 cards, it's past, present, and future. But because I asked about a really specific question, this is that answer. Now, because this card is in what I consider to be the future position, it doesn't mean this is going to happen right away. If you look at the progression of our story, this is the progression of our story. We have to go through all of this before we are able to achieve this, with luck being on our side. But what this is telling me is, talk to your guides, talk to your loved ones, talk to your angels. Use this as a time to meditate. Use this as a time to be creative. Think outside the box on how you can support yourself, support your family, support your mental health, and support those with your loved ones that are around you, whether it be friends, family, coworkers, neighbors, etc. It will work out for the best. But we have to go through a few hurdles in order to get there. Now, do I think that's for this week specifically? No. I think this particular reading that I just read is for the month, to be honest. Yes, I did say that a lot of this is going to be for this week. These beginning cards were for this week. The continuation of the story continues to the end of the month. Okay, so if you're looking for a time frame, there's my time frame. Now, because I read in the Akashic Records, time does not exist. But we are having a human experience. Humans want to know a time frame. There's my time frame. I pinpointed it for you. Now, when I'm doing a reading, not only do I do readings in the Akashic Records, but I'm a medium as well. I do animal communication. I do past, present, future. I do all of that. I am opening up and I am listening to all of it. I am listening to my guides. I'm listening to my loved ones. I'm listening to my animal spirit guides. I am listening to all of it. So when people say to me, where is that message coming from? It is not coming from me. It is coming through me. And having a deck is a great tool to access that information. Yeah, I'm always keeping my crown chakra open, my third eye open. My information is coming that way, as you should. So when this is saying take time off, be creative, take a break, meditate. Meditation and your dreams are a great way for you to get your messages. If you don't have a deck, if you don't have a pendulum, you don't have dowsing rods, you're not going to read the bones. However it works for you. But without tools, meditation and your dreams. And, I always say, when you listen to the radio and you change the channel, you might hear like a sentence. You change the radio in your car, the station in your car again. There's another sentence, whether it be the radio person talking or an actual song. I joke, that's a great way to get a message is through the radio, just by changing the channel. Once you pay attention to that, you get it. If you don't get it, try it. You'll get it. It's really kind of cool. It's a really, really fun way to get a message for what's going on in the moment. I know it sounds a little funky, but it's so cool. It's so fun. It's an easy thing to do. So, interesting week ahead, even more interesting month ahead. It's going to look like there's going to be a little bit of upheaval. Shocker. But it's going to be okay in the end. I think some of these yahoos need to open their mouths, to insert their foot so that they can get themselves in trouble, because the more trouble they get themselves in, the quicker we can get rid of them in order to get back to a better, peaceful way of being. Ugh. Okay, let's talk about the crystals of the week. Interestingly enough, I love how the crystals always line up with the cards in the reading. So I was guided to pull out shungite. Shungite is one of my favorite stones for protection. It is a psychic protection stone. It's also an EMF protection stone, electromagnetic fields. Shungite is only mined in Russia. It's the only place that it is mined. It is my top favorite protection stone. If you don't have shungite, I love black tourmaline. I mean, I wear shungite all the time. I always have shungite on because shungite is my top favorite protection stone. It kind of clears the energy a little differently. It is a higher vibration stone without being too infiltrating. It is not too scary with the vibration. It is a sweet, gentle, nice vibration. It is typically one that I like to keep on the left side. The left side of the body brings the energy in. It's bringing in my protection. The right side of the body lets the energy out. So I am a shungite on the left side of the body. If you wear a pendant, it doesn't matter. It's in the middle. I'm just going to take a quick drink. If you wear a shungite pendant, it's in the middle. Shungite earrings, you're balanced. It's fine. But if you're going to wear a bracelet or a ring or an anklet or a toe ring, switch to the left hand side. When you're sitting at your desk and you stick your left hand out, that is the left hand side of your desk. Put it there. When you're laying in your bed, lay on your back, stick out your left-hand side. That is the left-hand side of the bed. It doesn't matter if you sleep on the left-hand side of the bed or not. It is the left-hand side of the bed. You can put stones under the bed, behind the bed, on a bedside table, in a bowl, however it works for you. Clear quartz. Clear quartz is a boost. It's a generator. So we are boosting and we are generating the protection. Clear quartz can be found anywhere in the world. It is very abundant. Here, I'm in Maine, within the United States. We have it all over the place. We have milky quartz. We have clear quartz. Of course, Arkansas is known for their beautiful, stunning clear quartz. So check that quartz out. But clear quartz is a boost and a generator to anything you're doing. So if you want protection tenfold, bring in a clear quartz to put next to it, carry with it, wire up a pendant with this and this, you're boosting it. I also pulled in raw lepidolite. Raw lepidolite is a stone you can find in Maine. Lepidolite has a very high lithium content to it. So lepidolite is one of the very few natural purple stones. Lepidolite has a wonderful calming energy to it. So we want to bring in protection. We want to boost that protection, but let's also boost that calm. We don't need to get so worked up about the protection. We can have that calm, gentle, easy way of being with all of this. And this is boosting this as well as this. If you have a hard time sleeping, I am not a medical practitioner. I'm not giving you medical advice. Please do not take my advice in lieu of what your doctor is giving you or your medical practitioner is giving you. But I have had experience myself with a piece of lepidolite under your pillow, by your bedside, the left-hand side. It can bring in calm to help you sleep. So that is the stones for the week. That is the deck for the week. That is the predictions for the week. Please subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate it. Every Sunday I post the weekly psychic predictions. I always do a different deck review / deck unboxing. Check out my website. My deck is available for pre-order, elementalenergieswithchrisanne.com. And I have other decks available. I do not have this deck for sale, but I have other decks for sale. I have crystals for sale, my artwork. Come back and check out my art videos 6 days a week here on my YouTube channel, etc. I do crystal grid videos, prediction videos, art videos, whatever. I do a little bit of everything. That's my passions, and I share all of it. So thank you so much for tuning in. Take care and be free.